I've got another story for you about giving up. It's incredible, isn't it? You're told time and time again to keep at it and at it, get focused on your long-term goals. In business, we're taught very much in sport, and absolutely most of the time, it's so important to keep at your goals, be consistent, be determined, fight to the death, and it's all the way through society. But I tell you, in small business, there are signs that come up for certain people, and it happens to a lot, where you got to give up, because giving up is tremendously smart. So had a client years and years ago go into business, and they had not a bad little product, and they were starting to get a few sales around the place. They started to develop that product, spent some money on research and development and put some more money into it. The sales didn't really start to increase though, and some warning signs were coming at this client. They ignored it and they stayed determined and focused on their long-term goal. So what did they start to do? They started to take more money out of their principal place of residence, their house, and put more money into that business, and that was starting to put good money after bad. And the signs were there that they had to look at giving up. They crept further into the mortgage. The sales really started to level, and not a bad product. This is how tough business is. It wasn't a bad product. Sales started to level, and then the client went off to his wife's bank account. She had some protected money, and they started to dig into that. He started to dig into that, pressured his personal partner into using that money, and that, of course, financial problems in the marriage started to happen, and the whole thing completely busted. The business didn't make it, the marriage broke up, things just ended up completely miserable. You're taught never to give up, folks, but there are signs in small business where you have to give up. Look for those signs. If you're not quite sure, ring your tax accountant, because they will know a liquidator. And if you can have a friendly chat to a liquidator or administrator, just over a half an hour, that liquidator or administrator, they'll give you a half hour or 40 minutes for nothing. And those people, as long as you don't get a shark, as long as those people come for 40 minutes and chat to you about your situation, it gives you a fighting chance. But start with your tax accountant, and please, if you see the warning signs, you might need to give up. See how you go. Bye.